Hey, welcome to the Driven to Compete channel. If you're just tuning in, please hit that subscribe button and the bell so you can stay up to date with the latest videos. I'm here in the garage. It's Friday night. While some of you are at the movies or on a date or whatever the heck people do, here we are, Driven to Compete. We don't have a life. We're going to work on cars. So I'm here with Boosted Tag, and he's laughing because we shot the first video and the phone stopped recording at some point. So here's where we're at. Mark II, 200 and some thousand original miles, like 206 he said. As you can see, it's a beautiful original paint. Car's in great shape. It's fuel injected, 16 valve. So what do you do when you have a really cool car? You find stuff to do. So here's what we're going to do. Take this pristine Mark II, and we're going to convert it over to run these carbs right here. They're off of an R1 Yamaha. Jim bought the intake, the carbs. We're going to change the fuel pump out, some fuel line, and this is going to be our project for tonight. Hopefully tonight. Hopefully tonight. So keep watching the video. Stay tuned while we do this and we put it into that. So here's where we're at. It's almost like Jim explained it to me. It's almost like a mechanical fuel injection setup. So you've got two main parts here. You have the air box with fuel, some type of a fuel monitoring unit here. We don't know. I mean, it's German shit. You know what I'm saying?
German black magic.
And then, so we're going to take this part here off, and Jim's working on getting the intake and such off. We were going to try to take it apart here, but the bolts are not coming off, so we could disconnect the lines. As you can see, I don't know, let me see if I can show you. They're pretty cracked, and they are a soft line that goes into a hard line for the fuel injection. So anyway, we're going to show you some video, more video here in just a minute. Just hang on. Hey, Jimmy pulled off the intake, and part of it at least. I disconnected the air there, some of these extra tubes, and all the electrical connections. So right now we're just trying to get the bottom half of the intake off. But and here's what it looks like. As you can tell, that ain't no Honda intake. That's actually meaty. Look at that.
That's a 50 mil intake.
Yeah, it's a 50 mil intake. Yeah. Hey, for you Honda guys, that's what big boys put on their cars. Oh, that'll get comments.
Man.
Oh yeah. All right, let's go on to the next step.
I'm a Honda guy, by the way.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Boosted Tag, duh. Yeah, guys. This guy here is building an Integra with a wide body and all-wheel drive and all this, and we might see it on the channel in about 8 years. So keep watching. All right, we'll get back to our work, and I'll show you an update. I know I am. Okay, so we've got.
Just grab my ass.
Oh, you know it, big boy. So there you go. We pulled off the top of the air box. There's the bottom half of the intake with the injectors.
Barking up the wrong tree.
Barking up the wrong tree. We got some more parts here, as you can see. Jim pulled off the rest. So boom. We bled the fuel off. Wow, that really opens it up, doesn't it, Jim?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so now we get to begin the next phase of adding carburation. And you have to put in a different water neck here for the coolant. So we went ahead and we real nice unit that Jim bought as part of the kit. We're going to go ahead and finish hooking up coolant lines. So in case you're watching this video and you have no idea what the heck's going on, you have to drain your coolant first. So we did do that, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to finish hooking this up, and then we're going to get ready to set the intake and the carbs on. Okay, so we're back, Driven to Compete, day 2. I look a little rough for wear because I woke up with a migraine, and after a trip to urgent care and a shot and some other meds, I'm back at it. Unfortunately, Jimmy's had to continue to work without me. Look at the man over there, hard at work. So this is what I came back to. He has the manifold bolted up, the carbs put on. He's was able to reroute back there. I like that. That's nice and clean. He still has to do the fuel. He's working on the throttle cable and a bracket right now. That's what he's building. You know, I gotta tell you, I come back and what do they say? If you can't beat them, join them. Check this shit out. Roush badging on it. He cracks me up. Look at him smiling, guys.
It's my Roush package.
Yeah. He's got a Roush package. So here he is. He's doing a little fab. Doing a little fab work here, but and it does clear. That was the first thing I asked him. He's like, "Yep, hood clears. Everything's good to go." So it's coming along pretty nicely. We'll keep giving you updates. And there they are. The carbs are installed. Jim had to make some brackets. Thank goodness I don't throw anything out. We used some bar stock. He came up with some stuff here. This is the just throttle. Jim does nice work. I like how it's nice and clean. Oh, gotta get that yet.
Oh.
But look at this. What we did was Jim decided not to put the R1 fuel pump in the back. We chose to instead run a regulator with fuel pressure so you can set it up. And I think it turned out really great. He created this bracket for it. I mean, I would have put a 90 down here, but that's just me. Other than that, I mean, it looks great. Let me show you from the front here. Man, does that really open up. It looks clean, and that is just badass. And before anybody asks, the hood does clear. So next thing is startup. Okay, so we're going to try initial startup here.
I'm going to prime the pump.
We're going to prime the pump. We're going to check our pressure.
Make sure it's not spraying everywhere.
Yep, especially because I have my face in here.
You ready?
Hey, you know you don't have a clamp on your infeed here.
Nothing will clamp that.
Alright, you're hitting, it's jumping. Oh, there hit 3 pounds.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me try and start it.
Try to start this bad boy. Ooh! We're leaking fuel out bad.
Where?
Oh my. Okay. Well, it's pouring out. I don't know if I'm not sure where it was coming all out the bottoms here.
Okay.
I don't know what that's. If it was coming out through here, I'm not sure. You see how it's wet here? It was pouring.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
So, not sure what.
Well, let's inspect it and see where we're at.
Alright guys, so startup
Not yet.
didn't happen. We'll see if we can troubleshoot this and get back to you. We pulled the carbs back off, and Jim thinks he knows what it is because we think that the fuel was coming out these weep holes here. So we're going to go ahead and Jim is going to adjust the screws. You know, these came from somebody. Did you say Germany?
No, these I bought. I don't even know. I bought them off eBay, so
Okay.
I don't know who they came from.
So
exactly.
we don't know how they were adjusted. Jim's gonna turn those in
Gotta go through them a little bit.
and put them back on the car. See if we can get her straight. Let's see if I can show them what you're doing. The screws are right here. So
I don't know that they're seated down the whole way. We'll see.
oops. Sorry, Jim. Not trying to get in your way. I just want the people to be able to see what you're doing. Okay. He's just going to turn them in. And we're going to give this another try once we reattach the carbs. You know, like I said, something that, you know, I don't know, I'm sure others have tried this before, but it's all uncharted territory for us. Start up take 2.
Anything?
Do that again. It looks dry.
Okay. Watch yourself. Still dry?
I'm checking here. Yeah, Jim, I mean...
Okay. What's the pressure going to?
Up around 6. Now once it's running though, that pressure might come back down. Yeah. Okay. You've got a leak here on driver's side number 4. Okay. It was leaking in here. So... Oh. It was coming out up in here somewhere.
Oh.
Okay.
Interesting.
So let's try to take a little troubleshooting here, and then we'll, once we determine what it is, we'll point that out and get back at it. Jim thinks the O-rings are bad. It's part of the issue, and we're still getting 2 of the carbs. We're getting some additional fuel out. We think it's because the fuel regulator. Jim said that it said it would get down to 4.5 pounds. We needed to be somewhere between 3 and 5, so he thought that would work. We backed it out as far as it would go, and he says it's still spiking at 6.
Yeah, somewhere around 6.
So we think that that's probably why it's pushing fuel out a couple of the carbs, because obviously the pressure's higher than it needs to be. But it starts. We want to start it just to show him it works.
Yeah, sure.
I gotta tell you, it runs pretty good at idle. He turned the idle up, so it might idle a little high. Yeah, it might idle a little high, and it's spitting because I think we're giving it too much fuel at the moment. But you can see the fuel pressure there. So we're gonna definitely try to see something with that. But it's alive, right? Alright, Jim, when you rev it up, your fuel pressure is going to way up. Okay. So different regulator. Also, your regulator's leaking as well.
That's not going to matter because I'm replacing.
Yep, you're going to replace it. So, fresh up the carbs.
Sounds pretty good.
Done a regulator on it and do some tuning. I think it's going to come out really well. So, the last part of the video, we'll show you a running, driving car. Okay, so here we are. Parts came in this week. It's Friday. And yeah, we're dragging this out slightly. So here's what we're doing. This regulator is going to drop it down as far as it'll go, and then we're going to step it down even further. And Jim's going to try to get this thing running. Try starting this bad boy up again. So we're going to first try bumping it to see where we're at for fuel pressure. Like I said, we were at 9.5 here. We're trying to step it down to 3 to 4 here to control it. Just bump it. Let's see where we're at. I'm watching. So right now when you're bumping it, it goes to about 6. It's continuing to build pressure. Okay, it's topping at 6 on the initial, and then the bottom one looks like it's barely moving, so we need to get the pressure up. So let's adjust this bad boy, get the pressure up. Our target's 3 pounds PSI. That's what they recommend for an R1. Yeah, you want to key it on, Chris? CCMG's here with us. He's helping us out tonight.
Feels like there's pressure there.
Go ahead. Yeah, you really got to go down. Alright, bumper again. Yeah, it's not moving much.
Try it again. Okay, we're starting to move now.
Yeah.
Okay, again.
You're about 2.5. You want to come up to about 3, right?
One down to allow higher pressure, so that way the second regulator.
Now try it one more time.
We're right at 3?
Yep.
I think that's where we want to be.
I might give it a hair more. There we go.
Okay. So Jim's going to tighten her down. And we're going to try starting her. Okay. Yep. And we're going to watch for leaks. Make sure we don't have any problems.
Alrighty.
Okay.
You hear the beast fire.
Well, you might need to pump it.
Yep.
Because all that probably bled out from us. Come on. Whew.
What's the pressure going?
Yeah, let's take a look at the pressure while you're cranking. It's where it needs to be. Looks like it, right, Chris?
Sounds like the idle's too low.
Doesn't want to turn on me. I really turned down. I really turned that idle up. It's coming alive. It's alive. Actually doesn't sound that terrible right now. How's the suction feel across there? About even? Huh? Now tuning them's going to be a little bit different. Adjusting them's going to suck. That one there's not happy.
This one and this one, Rich.
You may want to play your ear to, well, that one's spitting too. It doesn't idle bad. At all. Maybe it's just cold. Is that what it was? Yeah. Just cold? Dude, that's purring like a kitten. Oh, now it's going up a little bit. Let's check out oil pressure. Fuel. Looks good. Really good. You got great fuel pressure.
Not sure what this is.
I'm not sure about the spitting either. It doesn't. Hit it again. Give it a little bit. Let's see if it's what it's doing out here in the back. It doesn't look bad back here. I don't know what the spitting's from either. I thought maybe because it was cold. Yeah, here. Just in the idling right on the idle right there. We'll keep playing with that, trying to find a happy place.
I think that's the problem. It's cold, not a lot of idle in my house, so I turned it down too much.
Okay. That sounds a little high. Wow. What? No. I have it. He didn't use any.
One big thing I yell for all the time. Never using that.
What do you think?
Hey, it looks pretty good. It's not leaking or anything, is it?
Not leaking. Doesn't smell like it's running rich in the back when he was driving it up.
Yeah.
It
Is that pretty good?
didn't smell bad at all from what I could tell. Passed the sniffer test. It doesn't sound bad.
Wow.
We're going to take her for a drive, see what she runs like. Go on, you got it. You're good. You cleared. You're good. Sounds good there. You can hear that. Yeah, it sounds really good. A reverse sounds like shit. How long has it been doing that?
Forever. Since I put this tranny in and it's shot. Needs a new tranny, remember?
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Got a lot of.
Are you staying or are you coming with? Okay.
You don't even room in this. There's another seat belt I want to put it on.
You saying I need it in this beast?
Maybe. Holy fuck.
What, him or you?
The throttle response is like crazy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Alright. This phone's terrible in the dark. But maybe you guys can at least hear it on the video. If you can't see it, you can hear it. Oh yeah. Does it pull harder?
No.
It doesn't?
Not yet.
Okay.
Might have to get more fuel to it. We'll see.
Oh, you know that's on YouTube now. Alright.
Yep.
What are you thinking? Does it act any better? Worse? About the same?
It feels slower.
Does it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Well,
It might be down to tuning though.
you're
Might
right.
Need more fuel.
I mean, you might need to adjust your air to fuels.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? You want to go back and try it? Because there it
Stalled
wants,
out.
it just stalled out. Okay. Uh-oh. Not good. Now why would it do that?
I don't know. Sounding fine.
Huh.
Oh, my throttle.
We had a couple of these come off, and he said his throttle went to the floor.
That's what these tests are for.
So here we are, we're trying to figure out what the problem is. In an intersection with some bright ass headlights coming our way.
Ow. Throttle came off.
I can't believe those came loose because I had even checked those. They felt snug to begin with.
I don't know if I can get this here.
Throttle came out.
Cable popped off.
Okay.
Ouch. Alrighty. Somebody want to hold this for me?
Yep. You got it, Chris? Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to film. I'm putting YouTube before your car. I'm sorry, buddy.
Does this help?
Yep. Ouch. A little warm. Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, a little.
Okay. So, we're back to the drawing boards on this car. After getting it home last night, we came to a realization of a couple things. We needed to change the way the throttle was set up. So Jim went to town on his engineering there, and we decided the jets need to be enlarged to feed more fuel because the car seems to be fuel starved. So here's what we came up with. Jim did a nice job. Eventually he'll probably paint these all black, but he made a bracket there on the firewall, and then he came here, and this is my favorite part. He took his daughter's fidget spinner, used a bearing, created, yeah. And you know, you got to remember stuff. This is stuff that was made from just sitting around his garage or mine. You know, so it's all scrap that normally would go to waste. That hey, we're putting it to use. So come up with this nice setup. Get in there and operate that, would you, for video, Jim, please?
I needed to reduce the travel.
Yeah.
Being that it's a motorcycle car.
So there you go. Is that full? To the floor, full throttle.
Yep, full
Good,
throttle.
good. So we think that that's going to fix the throttle. In the last night when we were test driving it, the throttle cable kept coming off. So we needed to revisit that, I guess. And he's going to be putting these horns back on. And like I said, we still need to do a little bit of work. It needs more fuel. I think he said the research. What did the research say? For what size jet did they recommend?
They recommended a 1.9 mil. I only did like 1.85, but this engine's cammed and everything else, full exhaust,
Yeah.
the whole deal. So
there's
I
the
think I'm just a little
mastermind.
shy.
There's mastermind Jimmy there, boosted tag.
Might need to go to like maybe a 2 mil. I'm thinking.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. That's the update so far. We're going to try to start the thing up and see what we can do. Start it up. Let's see what she does. The new setup here.
Double check my fuel just because I did have some stuff apart.
Okay, so let's take a check at that quick here again. So you're at 3 pounds.
Okay.
Looks good to me. Let's go ahead and start it. We'll see if there's any leaks. Okay. Remember, folks, there's no fuel in the carb. Got to get the fuel there. It's going to start. All right. It's alive. Choke. Remember, this is not choked either, guys. Okay. Yeah. Cold, and it's telling you it's cold.
It is.
You have to put a choke on it at some point. Choke cable on it at some point.
Yeah, I have one. Choke does wonders.
Sounds like a completely different engine with the choke on it. Heck yeah. All right.
Cool.
So what do you do on a Saturday night when You're working on your car. Ice cream sandwiches. Hello. Woohoo! Hers good. Give her some throttle for the folks. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay. Still cold. Still cold. But I think, listen.
It wants to rip though.
Yep. So,
I'm happy.
He's happy. Let me see, come around here. And, so, there you have it. Driven to compete. Boosted tag. In the garage. Took longer than we thought.
A little bit longer.
A little bit longer than we thought. But it's alive.
A
little bit more involved. Got to put still got some things to tweak on it.
Yep.
It's got to do that choke cable, and we're still trying to bleed the air out of the coolant system. But it's running, and hopefully, if you've thought about doing this, or you know somebody who's tried it and maybe stopped, maybe they can watch the video, they'll learn a couple things. The biggest important thing is never stop trying. I'm telling you, anything can be accomplished if you keep pushing forward. With that said, thanks for checking out the channel. As always, I love comments. Please leave comments, questions, anything you might have. We'll try to help you out. Driven to compete. Watch, like, subscribe.